Hey everyone, I miss you guys so much. It's been cool though to be able to engage with you guys online through our Instagram and our YouTube, and even we did a Twitch stream last week. It's pretty cool. So it's been one side, really miss you guys, but it's also been fun to be able to engage online in some different ways, and I hope you're doing that. Last week we talked about how worship is one way that we can find like a safe place, right? A safe space is somewhere that you can go and feel as if like you are just at home. You are just surrounded by comfort. And we talked about how God, when you step into worship, he takes your anxieties. In fact, 1 Peter 5 says, cast your anxieties upon me. We talked about that last week in our worship series. We're going to continue that actually. And our underlying verse for all of our worship series here in Fuse is Romans 12:1. And I'm going to reread that for us so we can just get a little refresher. And so, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to God because all he has done for you. Let them be a living and holy sacrifice, and the kind he will find acceptable. This is truly the way that we worship God. So how does this apply to this next question I'm going to present? How do I find God? Because on one side, we talked about what is worship, and worship is so many different things other than just being infused and raising our hands and singing. And it's so much more than just a place to be safe. It's also a way for us to find God. How do I find God? Where do I find God? When I don't feel like God is around me, he says he loves me, he says he cares for me, he says that he has redeemed me, but how do I find him? Well, one of the ways that you can find God is actually worship. Worship is one of the ways that we can step into our relationship more with him and maybe deal with some of the stuff in our lives that are in the way. We need to choose to step on the path that he has provided for us. That's step one. When we talk about Romans 12:1, to let ourselves be a living and holy sacrifice to him, stepping onto the path with him, choosing to follow him with all that we are, that is one of the ways that we choose to be a living and holy sacrifice. But when you do this, when you step onto the path and say, I'm just going to commit myself to this, it allows you to see what's on the path, to see what's in the way that you need to deal with. Now, something I love to do is hiking. I love to go hiking. In fact, that is one of the things that I have discovered that during all this quarantine madness, when you have to be alone, hiking is still something you can do because there's no one else around you. It's one of the beautiful things in this world. And I love hiking so much. In fact, when I was a senior in high school, I signed up for this coalition per se called the Ice Age Trail Coalition. And all of us would choose 4 or 5 days and we would go camp out in the woods and we would go make trails. Now, when I signed up for this, I thought this was going to be a time for me to hop in a backhoe or a bulldozer and be able to just take down the trail. I'm going to drive through. I'm going to clear this path. I'm going to lay down gravel. It's going to be awesome. I'm just going to use all these power tools. Well, the next morning at 5 a.m., was not expecting that either. 5 a.m. we got up and we had breakfast. Breakfast was very good. But after that, they handed me a shovel and a bucket. And they said, you need to hike 4 miles to this point, and you're going to be there from 8 a.m. until 5. Shovel, scoop into the bucket, by shovel, scoop into the bucket all day long. So what did I actually do? Well, in fact, I did exactly that. They gave me a shovel and a bucket, and I had to clear the trail. I had to take the things that were in the way, the rocks, the sticks, the years and years of just life and stuff there that we had decided to remove. So let's connect this back to what we were talking about. Just as I had to clear the trail, do the hard work, and be willing to do what it takes to clear the trail, we have to do that relationship with Christ. Romans 12:1-2. If you go one verse more, in verse 2 it says, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world by changing the way, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way that you think. Then you'll learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. We need to be willing to do the hard work to change the way that we think. Another way you say this is renew your mind. Worship is a way that we can do that. Worship is a way that we can help clear the path, the distractions of this life, the things that we're not dealing with, because God has made you new. God loves you. God is here for you. God is obsessed with you and crazy about you. But you need to step onto the path. And one of the ways you do this is worship. And when you worship, you can deal with the stuff that is in the path that is there that you need to get over and deal with. Jeremiah 29:13 tells us this. If you look for me wholeheartedly, you will find me. Are you looking for God? Are you stepping onto the path? Are you presenting yourself as a living sacrifice through worship so that you can deal with the stuff that's in your way? That's my challenge for you guys today. Step onto the path in worship. Do the hard things to deal with the stuff in the way. And when you look for God wholeheartedly with everything that you are, you're going to find him. Guys, we love you. We're praying for you every single day. We miss you so much. If you've enjoyed this, I'm going to challenge you guys to subscribe to the video and also give us a thumbs up because that's exciting sometimes. And then share this with your friends. We love you. Hope to see you soon.
To earth that you created, you walked beneath the stars you named. You came from heaven holding freedom. Jesus Christ, the Lord our God. I'm gonna sing until my voice won't let me. As thunders roar, I'll shout your praise. You authored life, you wrote yourself in. Dwelt in time, did you design? Creator lived in his creation. Completely man, completely God. I'm gonna sing until my voice won't let me. As thunders roar, I'll shout your praise. You're the God of everlasting wonder. have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. And now the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God, oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I was your foe, still your love fought for me. You have been so, so good to me. When I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. You have been so, so kind to me. And oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God, oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God, oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God.
Yeah, yeah.